How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to 2 Point Museum. I hope you're having a good one because I am so excited to be back. Yes, we're back in the desert oasis. And yes, I mentioned in the last episode that I would probably be sitting down to record this episode pretty quickly after that one. It's the next day, but I haven't gone on my trip yet that I talked about. So I want my robo janitors, okay? I want robots. That sounds like a really fun time. I'm supposed to be playing City Skylines and doing that right now, so that's there when I'm away, but we're doing this is what we're doing. Anyway, with all of that said and done, let's jump into it. Let's get to it. Let's get some robo janitors. Now, there are a few things we're gonna have to do to make this happen. We need to get a deluxe drill to clear a collapsed tunnel, which we can absolutely do. We have our workstation over here, and if we go in this way, or this way, or this way, we can get the deluxe drill. We can make that pretty quickly though, which is great. We're gonna need some metal. We're gonna need some whirly cogs. We have the mulch that we need. It's 60 days, $15,000. We have everything we need, which is great. When it comes to the science exhibits, the robocharger is 65 metal and 100 whirly cogs. So I think what we'll do is start working on the deluxe drill. We'll get that going pretty quickly. And then we can head out this way. We can go over to good old Orphle Quarry and get ourselves some more metal, because I have a feeling that we're gonna need that. So that's gonna be the idea. I'm also not interested in sending someone that's gonna be putting out our fires. So instead, let's go for you, because you're gonna avoid this injury, which is fine. We will send you with some XP bonuses. We're going to go detailed because I think that might get us more materials. And we're also going to be going to a surplus supplies with another pair of janitors, apparently. Again, we don't want to send someone that's putting out fires. We will send you. You do work in the workshop. I would like to avoid sending you if that's a thing we can do, but unfortunately you are going to be one of the higher level ones. So that might just be what we do, unless I send you and we deal with the injury, which I'm not against doing. So I guess that's what we'll go for. We can send you out and see what happens. The good news is that should get us the materials we need to make everything that we want. We will have our hands on the deluxe drill in absolutely no time. We need to find the robo janitor blueprint and then make one in the workshop. We need the robocharger. The robocharger is going to be no problem. The level 21 museum, on the other hand, is, I mean, it's not impossible. I've got a level 20 something museum. I think Memento Mile, the first museum, is level 20 something at the moment. But I think what we can do to make this a little bit easier is come in this way and start taking out some of these plants that we have in here. Because I think what I'd like to do is try and get myself a cafeteria. I mentioned in the last episode, people complaining about being hungry, thirsty, all that good stuff. What are we looking at here? 175 is perfect. And over this way, we did have an injury, but we're looking at 100 whirly cogs, which is beautiful. So, like I mentioned, we've had people complaining about being hungry, thirsty, all that good stuff. I would like to do something about that. So my thinking is that we're going to go into this space here, and I'm going to build some kind of cafeteria is what I would like to do. So we're going to build like a 7x7 space. I can't really get the door nicely on there. This isn't a bad spot for the door though. Right there is not bad at all. It lines up with that path really nicely. I could put it on the back, which all things considered would probably make the most sense, having the door right back there. I could put the slightly smaller door in here if I wanted to as well, which I don't know that I want to do. I think the small door for the back might be the way to go though. I really do. I think this is probably going to make the most sense. Unfortunately, it means people are going to have to walk down and around to get in here. I would like to get it here though. And honestly, I think I'm going to try. I think I'm going to try for this spot. I might try for one down there as well, but that seems like it would make very little sense. So we'll just go with this is what we're going to do for the cafeteria. When it comes to windows, I do want a few of them. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4 on the back. We can go for 3 up front, and then on the side, let's just go for 3 of them as well. Some of these might need to go away because I do want to put a bathroom in here, but for now, that's going to be totally fine. And then all I need to do is tidy up this path a little bit. And you know, I think this looks okay. I was going to try and do a little bit more around here to tidy this up, but I think just that little change looks completely fine. Now, when it comes to the space in here, we have a lot of space to play with, which is fine. We could, if I really wanted to, we could put a gift shop in here and also have some kind of bathroom in here and also a cafeteria. And I'm not against doing that. The cafeteria needs to be 4x3. So it needs to be this size. We're probably going to go for something more like this, which I think is fine. I'm not sure how I would do a gift shop and a bathroom in here. I haven't really figured that part out. I'm debating whether or not we need the bathroom is kind of where I've gotten to now, because we can do the cafeteria here. We can have this entire space be a gift shop, and that could be kind of great for the museum because we have a gift shop. We just don't have an all-purpose gift shop so far, and that might not be a bad thing to have. So this might get repurposed. We have a bathroom in here. We have a bathroom over there. We have a bathroom down there. I don't know if we need one in the middle, although it would make sense going, you know, having a bathroom by the cafeteria. Is there a better layout that I could go for here? I'm not 100% sure that there is, unfortunately. You know what? I'll come up with a decision. I will decide shortly is what I will do. I will come up with a decision shortly. For now, we're going to put this guy in here, and we're just going to put a whole bunch of tables into this space and see how it goes. We'll put this guy against that wall. We'll get another one over on that wall, and we don't need it to be super packed in here. We can kind of, why is that blocked? What's going on here? Okay, it's not blocked. That's fine. I would like to get a decent number of tables in here at the very least. So apparently this is just going to continue to block items. I don't know what's going on with this thing. Can I put it there and have it stop complaining? I guess I can. That's good. That's what we're looking for. It's not being blocked anymore, which is great. So let's just do 1, 2, 3. And maybe that's enough. Maybe we don't need to go too crazy with it. I could space these guys out, I suppose, and get a 4th one in there. I guess that'll get us a few more people. I could probably take this one out and do another 2 of them up here. And again, I guess that's okay. I guess that's what we can go for. This thing can be tucked against the wall, which is great. I would like to detail this space a little bit as well. So I'm almost wondering if I move these guys into there, could I put some science bins in these corners just so it looks a little bit more detailed? I would like some decorations in here as well. And it is a science museum first and foremost. So I think getting some science into this space makes a fair bit of sense. I think that plant back there looks pretty cool. I would like some banners, if that's something I can manage to pull off here as well. I'm not 100% sure that it is, unfortunately, which is totally fine. But it looks like I can get one of those lights in there, and I would like to get one of those lights in there as well, just to sort of bring some science into the space. We are going to need to unlock more stuff for science as well, but for now, that's probably totally fine. I would like to get, I would like to put some of the cogs in the walls as well. I think that would be really cool, but for now, we're probably all right. We do have some prehistory stuff we could play with as well, but I think honestly, we can kind of keep this relatively simple. Oh, we actually have to have one of the big tables. I didn't realize. That's slightly frustrating. I thought I could get away with one of the small ones, but no, we need one of these guys. We've also lost an exhibit, which is problematic, but let's go ahead and complete this, which is totally fine. And let's go ahead and hire somebody that can work in here. So you are good for admissions. You are probably who I want to work in the cafeteria. So we're going to set you up to make sure that that is basically all you are going to be doing. And then we can train you to be even better at it. So we'll give you some customer service training, which is totally fine. I would love to know what's been, seriously, they stole this again? Okay. Okay. I don't appreciate that. We're going to put a camera right here is what we're going to do. And that's totally fine. I think, oh, the collector declined. That's fine. We don't have a ransom letter right now. That's okay. I'm not super worried about it. And you know what? We should, because I think we have in our inventory, do we have the deluxe drill? We absolutely do. We have the materials we need. So you know what? Let's go ahead right away and make the robocharger. We don't need it right now because we don't have a robot, but that's okay. And I guess while we're here, let's also make this gift shop, which is going to be pretty huge. It's a pretty good sized gift shop, which is great. That's kind of what we're looking for. I think I'll put the cashier counter in this corner, which is apparently not reachable unless I move it to like here. Can I get it to be reachable? That looks a little silly, doesn't it? Does that look silly? It sort of does, I think. We could put some trinkets next to it though. That seems really cramped actually. Let's just put it here, I guess. We'll put the trinkets, or maybe the other way around. I don't really think it matters this much. I think something like this is fine for that corner. When it comes to everything else, we are going to want some science books in here, which is going to be slightly tricky because we have a wall covered in windows. So maybe this entire wall could be science books. It could be, we have botany already. We need some prehistory in here and marine life. Since that's the exhibits we have, and then we have the botany thing over here, I think that's pretty good. We can do, what is this, posters? We could do some science posters. I guess this display is huge. Good Lord, that's absolutely enormous, but we'll do some science posters right there. That seems pretty fine by me. We have some onesies as well. We could go for science on those, which I think would be kind of cool right about there. It does slightly block the window, but it's not the end of the world. We could go for some science plushies as well, if I can get them back in that corner, which I absolutely can. I think I want to tuck them into the corner though, just so it doesn't take up too much space. And then maybe on the other side, a little bit of prehistory. So right about there, we kind of surround the onesies with some plushies. That seems like a great idea. We could go in with a toy stand, which unfortunately is not going to fit in the middle. This might just be what we go for. This might just be what we go for the gift shop, unless I can get more onesie stands in here, which I actually sort of could, surprisingly. I don't know if I want to put them like that in the middle though. Could I get one here? No. Although I probably could rotate this one around and have them back to back. I don't mind that too much. That's not terrible. Okay, I think this will do the job. We have some decorations in here. We have plenty of onesies. We have books. We have posters. It seems fine. It's probably a good enough gift shop. So let's hire somebody that can work in here. We'll go for Jock Trousers. That's kind of a fantastic name. And we'll set you up to basically only work in the gift shop. We're also going to train you in customer service so people are nice and happy. And while you're doing that, I want to redecorate this place just a little bit is what I would like to do. I'm kind of thinking the teal is what I'd like to go for. And I'm kind of thinking the walls in this place, we could go for the plain gray that we have absolutely everywhere, but that is really, really boring looking. We could go for a nice tasteful blue, which I honestly don't dislike. It does match the cafeteria, but I think the cafeteria itself could probably do with a little bit of a redecorating as well. So let's change out those floor tiles for those guys. I think that looks a little bit more interesting. And the walls in here, I don't think I want to go for the gray tiles. I'm going to be honest. I think that's a little boring. I think that's okay. It's a little prison-like, but you know what? That's fine. And that also makes me realize that 2-point prison would be hilarious as a game. I don't know if it might not be, it might be a little too, yeah, it might be a little too grim for 2-point. I don't know. Honestly, I have no idea, but 2-point prison has the potential to be hilarious if a little grim. I don't know. I don't know if they'd do that one. That might be a bit much. Either way, we now have a cafeteria and we now have a good looking gift shop in here, which is great. I'm hoping, I suppose, that we can go ahead and get these things to be super profitable. And I'm also hoping that this is going to keep my guests that little bit happier. What I'd also like to do, just before we move on to do what we have to do elsewhere, is I want to get this back in here. I want to get that hedge back around the this little grassy area here. I think it's going to look a little better if we do. I'm sure people are going to walk across here, which I'd really rather they didn't. But I don't think I can stop them without just putting something in there to intentionally block them, which I could do. We could put this hedge in here. We have plenty of kudosh as well, so I could just get like a a potted plant of some sort. Ooh, that bordered oak tree would be nice. The brick planter would be nice as well. I'll tell you what, give me a cypress tree and let me put that cypress tree right about there. And let me do the same thing on the other side, just so it looks sort of intentionally decorative. That way people kind of have to go around, which is what I want them to do. I do really want to get my hands on this brick planter as well, but I also want the bordered oak tree, and I don't know which one I want more. I think I want the planter. I do. That's a lot of kudos to be spending, but it gives us this thing, which I can have a lot of fun with. This thing looks really good. It's a really, really nice looking little planter thing that we can play with. So I'm kind of looking forward to playing with it. So I've been sitting here watching my security run around and do this, that, and the other for the last 15 or so minutes. I've been kind of waiting to try and get enough money to go out and do these expeditions and do what we got to do for this objective over here. And it's just, this museum is struggling with money. We're losing money at the moment. And every now and then, what I'm noticing is that my security just seemed to stop working, and I'm not 100% sure why. Now, I have gone through and hired another security guard for the prehistory space, so there are 2 of them assigned to this area now. But what's happening a lot is that, for example, this guy, let's say Miles Dangle, wants to go on break. First off, they're not happy with their salary. That's something we can figure out in just a moment. But let's say he wants to go on break. More often than not, what I'm finding is that they're going on break to staff rooms across the museum. They're going over here, they're going up here, and they're so far away from their assigned area that all of the donations bins get full, and because they're not getting collected, people can't donate more, and we start losing money because we're not collecting the money. It's a whole thing, and it's kind of a pain. So I'm kind of thinking that I'm going to go to my security and I'm going to unassign them is what I'm going to do. I know we have them all color coded with their uniforms, but I'm just going to unassign every single one of them and just let them go wherever. I'm going to let them roam around, do what they want to do, go to whatever part of the museum they want to go to. And I'm hoping that in doing this, we're going to just generally have a better flow of security guards in the areas that need the security guards. Obviously, the problem here is that we have people trying to steal stuff. So are we going to have security guards in the areas that are being robbed? I don't know. I honestly have no idea, but I feel like I need to do something rather than just sitting here and doing nothing. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. And I think what I'm also going to do is go to my security guards and we're going to just change the uniform out. What are you, oh, you've got a, okay. You caught someone. Why are you down there? What are you actually doing is my question. I'm not interested in the criminal here. I need to be able to, I would really like to be able to click in my security guard. You are are you escorting him out of the museum? Is this why they're taking so long? Because they're, what is going on? What are you doing? This is why they're taking forever. Oh my God. Okay. This explains so much as to why this museum is not functioning when it comes to the donations. Okay, this guy's gonna run to a toilet to get out of here. That's kind of wild. Okay. Put everybody in the burgundy uniform, I guess. That is yeah, that is a whole thing. Is what that is. He's broken the toilet. That's great. This guy is presumably going to do the same thing. Yep, they're running straight to the toilet. That is so strange that they're trying to walk them to the edge of the map to kick them out of here. I don't really appreciate that. That's really, really weird. Okay, you know what? Let's try and clear this thing that we got to clear. It's this obstruction right here, I think. No, it's not. It is not that obstruction at all. It's this one down here. 2 janitors, deluxe drill. Sure. Thankfully, there's going to be no events, which is great. We're just going to send you out is what we're going to do. I don't even know where to begin with that. I don't even know where to begin with what we just saw. Fortunately, we are making money apparently, so that's good. But that's, yeah. That's wild. That is absolutely wild what we just saw. Now, thankfully, this helicopter is back. We have unlocked the robot labs, so I guess we should go and get the staff XP that comes with this. And I want to take a look and see what exactly we need to do to go down to the robot labs. It's going to be a science expert and a security guard, of which we have 7. It is $5,000, which is relatively cheap. It's 12 days, which is not bad. We have a workshop project and 2 perks that we can find down here. The risks are going to be honestly nothing terrible, which I'm fine with. This, I think, might be what we go for. I might also go detailed just for the 24 days. And I think I might go for, I don't think the survey scanner matters. So we'll go for the bonus XP. We'll get that started. We'll send them out and all should be good. Man, I am so, I'm so confused about why security walks them to the edge of the map and then loses them. It's such a, like this, here we go again, right? This guy's walking this guy down to the edge of the map, and I'm pretty sure, it might get away again, right? And then start running back. Yeah. So he's walked him to there. That guy is, I guess, fleeing. And then a thief fled from the museum. I just don't get it. I just don't understand why that's necessary. But you know what? Whatever. Thankfully, in other news, the crate is back, which is hopefully going to give us the robo janitor. That looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. Some tasks are too dangerous or boring for people. Bungle have designed a robot for exactly those tasks. Okay, so we found it. We just need to make it is what we need to do. And the robo janitor in question, have we got something new in here? I don't know if we do. The robo janitor is going to need more whirly cogs. So let's head out and do that. Hopefully it's not too expensive of an expedition to do. It's gonna be 3,000, which is fine. So we'll set this up. We'll send you guys out. I would rather not send someone that is going to be dealing with fires, and we'll give you some bonus XP. Hopefully get what we need from that. We can make the janitor, and then we just need museum level 21. And that's gonna be the tricky part, man, because we need more buzz. We need more, I guess, staff ranks. We just need so much more stuff in here. I suppose what we can do is go out and get more parts for these skeletons. That would be one thing that would be very, very good to do. We also have the materials now that we needed. We got 50 of them, which I'm fairly sure is enough for you. We just don't have the money. This is what I mean, man. I don't get it. I just don't get it. I guess while we wait here, I'm going to go in and take this banner out of here, and I'm going to go ahead and put the robocharger in front of these windows, because I can go ahead and basically do what we've done on the left side here with the carpet and bring it sort of out and around this guy, because it is an exhibit. It is a thing that we want in here. This donation stand is going to be needed right here, because that's basically, wait, does it deal with that in the right? Oh, is that thing broken? It is broke. Oh my God. Okay, get that out of here. That's really, really, oh my God. This museum is gonna be, it's awful. This museum is awful. I don't know what's going on, man. I really don't. I think we can get rid of that info stand. I think we can safely do that. And I would like to put some decorations on that wall, because this guy can be a 5 of 5 again. That's a 3 of 5 right now. I would like more decorations around it. So let's do some of these lights, because they're always a good shout for the back of an exhibit right there. Still 3 of 5, unfortunately, but is there anything else we could play with here? We obviously have these, which we've already got in there. We have this guy. Can I put a banner like here? I totally can. I'm going to put a couple of banners either side of that door. That gives us 5 of 5, which is great. So that seems fine. That gives us the robocharger. It doesn't have a buzz bonus, unfortunately, because there's litter nearby, but that's why we're going to be getting the robo janitors. So everything should be all right. It's just going to take a moment because, well, I think we do have the money now. So we'll start the project. Robo janitor, go ahead and start it. And we're broke. This is what I mean. I don't understand. I don't understand how some months we have a bunch of profit and then the next we're just really struggling. I don't want to blame my security guards, but I really don't think the fact that they're walking people to the edge of the map is doing us any favors. I think it's a serious problem. Anyway, we have the robo janitor now, which I don't know if this crate stays anywhere. So I'm just going to put it over here for now and see what happens is what I'm going to do. Oh, there he is. Oh my God, he looks amazing. Can I change? I cannot change your outfit. Wait, you've got perks as well. Oh my God. He looks so good. Oh, I love him. I do. He's so good. And he can clean up the sludge as well, which is so good. So I'm so happy about this. I'm so happy. So does this mean that I could theoretically get rid of my other janitors? I guess he can't work in the workshop. He can do everything else though, by the looks of it, which is, oh, that's so good. I love that. I really love that. I want another one. I do. I really want another one. We don't have enough metal for it, and I don't have enough money to go on an expedition right now, but I really want another one. I also kind of want the mulch thing again, which needs more whirly cogs. So, oh, that's so good. That's so good. We're up to level, we were up to level 18. It says 17 up here, but we're getting there. I don't think we're going to get that 3rd star today, but we might. I don't know how, but we might. So I'm looking at my janitors, and while some of them do need fire resistance, I kind of can't help but notice that I could potentially get rid of some of them. I could get rid of these guys that only have aerodynamics, and I could potentially just have the robots. Obviously, I need the materials to do that, but I could potentially just have the robots, and that has me so tempted to fire some people from my janitors and just get robots. I don't have the money for it, but I really want to do that because that just seems like it would be a way to save money. Oh, so this, I think, is the downside to us not having dedicated security in the individual parts of the museum. We have 2 of my 3 botany exhibits now missing, and we're going to be waiting however long for a letter that's demanding money to get them back. This kind of thing is bad. Obviously, we still have this exhibit in here, but I just, man, I don't know what I'm doing with this museum. I just don't. We're way down to like level 17, low level 17 again. I just, oh, I'm losing it. Maybe the best thing to do would be to pivot and go for Curator class 5. Go for 2 stars in the one museum that doesn't have the 2 stars, and then figure it out. We 16,000 to get that back. Sure. Oh man, this is rough. Let's put that thing back in there and that'll be fine. It's got some good buzz. That'll get us some money back. You know what? I love this museum. I really, really love this museum. I do. Absolutely adore it. I think it looks fantastic. I'm really excited to come down and expand into this space and all of these different spaces. I think it's going to be so good to have all these different tiers. This is definitely like an end game kind of museum where you can have a giant building for one set of exhibits, another giant building for others. But in saying all of that, we apparently need to receive 2 stars across all of our museums. And what's interesting about that is, according to this map, we have 2 stars across all of our museums so far. So I'm not really too sure what exactly this is talking about. That's an odd one. So I guess we'll go through the museums and see which one technically doesn't have 2 stars. Because I was fairly sure that Beverly Heights had 2 stars. I mean, this place is looking pretty cool. It's also making money, which is nice. That's a nice change anyway. And it definitely does. It's got 2 out of 3, although we have to speak to the space gibbons. Oh God, what would your, you know what? Everybody from space is going to sound the same way. Hey, how you doing? I'm Bo Nobo of the Simian system, home of the space gibbons. We heard through the cheesemongers that you were investigating some weird space stuff, huh? Well, we know something about that. We've seen a bunch of it around the Gibbon Moons recently. Just showed up one day. We ignored it, really. Didn't seem that much fun. But then the cheesemongers told us about the asteroid field and the astral anomalies transforming stuff, and we are sold. You do your investigation thing, and we'll come and look at your museum. Is it fun, huh? Is it fun? All right. The Space Gibbons are an adventurous sort with good intentions and zero attention span. Their desire to stay will be hugely influenced by our collection of Space Gibbon artifacts and its buzz and decoration. Okay, so that's the objective for 3 stars at this museum. That's great, but I just need 2 stars at all of my museums.
And now for a segment that we call Did You Know?, where I say something true and hopefully interesting. Did you know? A recent poll found that 44% of 2 Point citizens questioned the existence of Wetlantis, ranging from temperate doubts to total disbelief. Though it does say here that 22% felt the same way about the ocean. In general, we'll check those numbers and what exactly that means while you listen to some music.
So obviously, Basswater Cove, very much the same. We have 2 out of 3. I do not remember your voice at all. I got nothing. Give a museum a fish, you've got an exhibit. Teach a museum how to breed more fish, and it's gotta be better. Sure, there are literally plenty of fish in the 2 Point Sea. That's a real thing. But why go all the way to a big wet ocean when you can make fish at home? The Wetlantians used egg cups like these on their underwater fish farms. I told you, I know as much about fish as the Wetlantians, exactly the same amount. So this is a new thing. The Wetlantian egg cup allows you to farm fish and produce new exhibits right here in the museum. In order to work, you need an egg cup and 2 fish of the same species inside a single aquarium. Once the conditions are met and things are just right, a new fish of that species will appear in the museum. No expedition needed. Fish will only reproduce when at maximum happiness. Activate fish buzz bonuses and decorate aquariums to increase the probability of farming new fish. Okay, so that's a thing we can do, which I guess is neat. But again, this museum has 2 out of 3 stars. So we've received 2 stars at this museum as well.
Following concern from a group of horror film enthusiasts, the Mayor's office hosted a forum today to discuss the Supernatural Museum. The debate centred around possible unforeseen circumstances of distorting the boundary between our world and the next, with speakers referencing countless cinematic case studies, from Unstoppable Nightmare Cardigan to Get Away from Those Children, Those Are My Children. Sadly, the link between fictional and factual ghosts is still unclear.
So Wayland Lodge is a similar story. It is at museum level 26. This is actually the highest level museum that we have right now, and 2 out of 3 on stars. I don't remember this guy's voice either. It seems nether portals have opened up around the grounds of the hotel. The rifts between this world and the next that spill with ghostly pests. This isn't good. The spirits who rule the netherworld must be sending a warning for us intruding and taking spirits. Oh well. Clear up the retaliation so we can expand the hotel. In my experience, guess I don't know what this voice is. It's gone southern now. I don't know how that happened. In my experience, guests don't like ghosts. No, no, no. Okay. So rifts between this world and the netherworld are opening up as you unlock plots. Supernatural experts should be able to seal the nether portals. Ghosts will appear through the nether portals, scaring people and dropping ectoplasm. Guest happiness and environment will be under threat. Ghostly pests can be removed by a supernatural expert or by a janitor qualified in ghost capture. I couldn't help but notice that we have this space up here as well, which already looks like it has a bunch of poltergeist rooms. So that must be the actual hotel part of things. And I also noticed the camera sort of panning over this way, which makes me think that at some point we're going to be going in here. Now we do need to unlock this, so I figure we might as well. And then we also need to get rid of the portals as well. So I'm sure, yeah, these need to go away. Is what they need to do. I will say I'm not super interested in spending a whole bunch of time here at Wayland Lodge. I am wondering if this objective is less about earning 2 stars per museum and more about just earning another star. Because if that's the case, then we can do that. We can earn another star. That's easy enough to do. I've also noticed we have this big old staff corridor behind these rooms, which is slightly weird when you think about it. It's a weird thing to have. Big old bathroom here as well. Not too bad. Hopefully we can get rid of all the ghosts though. That one looks like it's being captured. I'm not too sure if it is. I think he might have missed. It definitely, yeah, it definitely looks like that janitor may or may not have missed that specific ghost is what's going on there. As for the portals, doesn't seem like there's too much I can do. We might just need to wait for, oh, we got a bit of a fight going on down there. We might just need to wait for the janitors to do their thing, or the experts to also do their thing.
It's time for today's installment of Did You Know? The segment as informative as it is rhetorical. Did you know? Today, Smogley Primary School visits the Tumbledowns paperclip factory for the 3rd year in a row. Wow! That sounds like the kind of stimulating, informative experience the developing mind craves. Maybe next year they'll get to try something different. You know, just for a change.
And so finally, I guess that brings us to Memento Mile, where things are pretty much the same. We have 2 stars already, so I think it is just going to be another matter of getting another star. The Department of Culture is thrilled with your progress, even if they might not always admit it. But to receive a 3-star rating, we'll need to display an entirely new level of expertise. This is an opportunity to demonstrate that you can curate museums at the highest level. Develop your prehistory collection to show that you can master a theme. The abandoned offices nearby have become available. Complete its plot objective to expand the museum if you need more space. So we need museum level 30. We have the points of interest. We need 25% professor guests through marketing. This, all things considered, is probably one of the easier ways to get to that 3rd star. So I might be inclined to just spend some time here. That's kind of what I'm thinking. I also can't help but notice that this place looked like it was now losing money, which is interesting. I'm going to bring the ticket price up a little bit here just because we can. I'm pretty sure it'll be good value. I also really like the layout of this museum when compared to everything I've built since. I mean, I know this was always here except for the little this little part here, but yeah, this is a pretty cool looking museum. I guess what we'll do, we need quarterly profit of over 4,000 and exhibits from 4 different themes to get this place. That's, I mean, fair enough. We can do that. I'm sure. I'm relatively positive that's a thing we can do. We might need to make some changes to the layout of the museum here and there to make it happen, but we can do it. I'm also fairly sure I could just take out one of these bathrooms over here and put a marketing room in there for the 25 professors thing. That shouldn't be too difficult to do. But I think, all things considered, as much as I'm a little frustrated with what's gone on at that Desert Oasis Museum, I do want to go back to it. I do want to figure it out, and I would like to make some money there. But I think what we're going to do is pick one of the museums that we have elsewhere, either this one or Wayland Lodge, Pebberley, whatever. We'll pick one of those, we'll stick with it, we'll go for that 3rd star, and we'll see if that's what we need to do. What, you know, this earn stars by completing star objectives across the museums. New star objectives will become available in different museums as you increase curator class. I have to assume that what this actually means is it's not get a 2-star rating for those museums. It is receive 2 more stars. I think that's what it means, because the objective before this was get 1 star in those 2 new ones. And then we get a 2nd star at the Desert Oasis, which gave us 1 of 2 on this. I have to assume that's what it is. I think I'm reading it wrong initially. So we'll go for that 3rd star on one of our museums and see if that gives us Curator Class 5. But I think that's gonna do us for today. Let me know in the comments what museum you would like to jump into for that 3rd star, because this is probably gonna be the last episode of this that I record before I go on my trip. So I will hold off on recording the next episode until this one goes out, which is in like 2 weeks time. So let me know in the comments what you would like to see for that 3rd star museum, and we can go there. If you see someone else has already commented the museum that you would like to go to, just, you know, thumbs up their comment so it'll be pushed to the top, and we'll do things that way. But thank you so much for watching, everybody. This has been an absolute pleasure as always. And as always, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.